Have you ever seen a nation where fathers that are supposed to take care of children want to start sleeping with the children that they ought to take care of? Where leaders are more concerned about sweet 16s and university girls rather than ensuring that the education of those university girls become priority. When leaders are the ones that are lodged at our campuses, please mute VOPTV. Is hauling back at me. Mute VOPTV, I beg you. Mute it. When leaders that are supposed to ensure that young girls go to school are the ones taking the young girls off school to be able to have sexual intercourse and carnal knowledge. You see people in the political class, they send people and say, go and bring me university fresh girls. But these are the same university fresh girls you ought to be making policies to defend and to protect in schools. But those are vestiges of a failing nation. But yet these men have wives in their houses and they go back home and they say they are one with their wives. But in fact, their wives know they've cheated to the point where their wives are even tired. A lot of women are taking a lot of pain that their husbands have created, and these husbands are sleeping with the young girls. You are going to have vestiges of a failing nation. The leaders are supposed to take care of the girls. They're supposed to ensure that the future of the girls are secured. How do they ensure that? Putting money into education, putting money into research, giving educational supports. When they see young girls like that are frolicking with other politicians, they should be the one to tell them that no, go back home, go back to school. Ensuring that young girls do not terminate their educational career. Ensuring that we put structures in place that can afford for students to get stipends when they are in school. But no, for you as a politician, you want fresh girls. In fact, some are so useless to the extent that they say, please, let the girls only be 100 level girls. I don't want, you see, once they get to 200 level, they will have eaten them. These are politicians, high up leaders talking. Fresh girls. So what do? They send their aides, their pimps, to matric grounds. Hello, how are you? A girl that is poor, that has nothing. Don't worry, we'll give you hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions. The girl loses attraction. The school they've sent her to, she's not facing it. It's how to service daddy. Daddy, the same politician that is supposed to be ensuring that school is a lot better for the girl. That school she starts to service outside. But guess what? Because the daddy likes them young and fresh, after 1 or 2 years, the daddy will have increased the tastes of these girls. And please, if you have been caught in this experience, call us up. We have words of healing for you. The daddy will have increased the taste buds of these girls. So by the time the girl is in 200 level, the daddy will have started looking for another 100 level girl. So the daddy has increased the taste buds of the girl. He has messed up the life of the girl. Then the girl will already have taste buds that are so high. Her mates in school cannot date her again because she has a lot of money in her bank account. Is he a fellow student that actually struggles to eat that is going to date her. That's why when you tell a young girl like that I have prospect, when I finish school I'll get a job, she's already been with daddies that give her millions, that your first job salary cannot pay her. When they now see that time is long going, that they're in a cul-de-sac, probably if some of them have redemption, they now join a fellowship in school. They are the ones that will not serve, and probably God will have pity and mercy, who will give them somebody to be with. But their first 200 years, and that's if in their first 100 or second year, that carryover is not sleeping like mats everywhere. Because some of those girls, after daddy, that's supposed to be the one securing the future of the girl, is with her, there's a lot of carryover. But because the university system is even so malicious now, they might have paid to block most of the carryover. So people like that come out to the workforce, and you, general manager of a company, you expect her to respect you. She will not respect you. She will be rude to you because she's been sleeping with those that are old enough to be your father. In fact, she's probably even been sleeping with some politicians that are on the board of your company from 100 level days. So the day you do smell, she will call her rich daddy again and say, "Daddy, you better talk to one that boy in the office." Oh. And you see, when man and woman sleep together, there's no respect among them. Once man and woman have slept together, there can never be any level of respect, because you have seen the whole of the person. The person too has seen the whole of you. Seeing each other's nakedness. There can't be respect. So that's how society is destroying. But the problem is, it is the daddies that are supposed to protect the society are the ones that they can't satisfy their own urge, and they are destroying the society. And you see, once you have a multiplicity of ladies like that in the university system, they start to recruit other ladies. Then they start to have a wave of immorality. So how can the university be for a place of intellectual pursuit when the daddies are the ones going there to sleep with the university girls that ought to be studying and debating? As the daddies are pressurizing them, then the other daddies, which are supposed to be the lecturers, are also now pressurizing these girls for sex for marks. As they are facing hits for the external daddies, the only difference between the external daddies and the internal daddies is the fact that the external daddies will pay a lot of money, will carry them to exotic places. The internal daddies, the only thing they get in return is mark and be able to evade carryover. So our young girls are assaulted by the double jeopardy of external and internal daddies. And you want us to have a society that thrives? No. These are vestiges of a failing society. That's how society starts to fail. So are you surprised today that most of all of these ladies that have now had the luxury of sleeping with their daddies at 100 level, they will now come out to the wider world? When they come out to the wider world, obviously there's no job you can give them that can say, is it a girl that have already been getting millions and she has maybe on her list governors and ministers before she even left school? Which job do you want to give her to satisfy her? They will now come out, and because social media is free, they will now be the one to be your influencers. There's a portion of them that change, though, that believe that life is not good for them, that they will change in the end, though, that they will see the lights. But some of them will not come out, and because social media is free, they can pay for social media boosting. They will not say they will be influencers. So the young girls that are just coming up will not be looking up to those girls that all they do is they made their money from sleeping with men. They will not say they are doing businesses. They will not be lying to the young girls of nowadays that is business that is so good to them. But we know that the capital came from bedroom. I'm not saying in all cases. See, they are also hard-working Nigerian women. But because the capital came from bedroom, and there's also something called relationship pension. Even if some of these their daddies, they are not still first choice, other younger girls have come, some of these their daddies can still be paying them what they call relationship pensions, aka billing, aka what rip me. So sometimes they can still send, please sir, send me 1 million. Because the top person out there knows that I've slept with this girl. This girl might be a liability. She might give me problem in the future. Yeah, let me quickly send 1 million. And also, even despite the fact that they have younger girls, the truth is there's also a law called the Okafor's law that says once a man had sexual relations with a woman in the past, there's a higher chance of having that one again. They can still even be going after them. But it is the poor man that feels that, let me be in a relationship with such a person, that will be in problems. So that's how the cycle begins. Then they come and they influence the young girls wrongly because it's social media. And they start to turn the tide. Have you ever wondered why I also use social media to spread all the truths? We're live on radio. I could have just used a radio platform. No. Because the gospel of Christ should also be taken to the lands where people do not believe. Lands like social media. And that's why we are using this. So these are the vestiges of the failing nation. And that's why we are on Facebook. Facebook, targeted, deliberate. You know why we put it on Facebook? Facebook has over 40 million Nigerian users. Over 40 million Nigerian users. On Facebook alone, I have close to 410,000 followers. So at least we put the message out there to my close to 410,000 followers. If 1,000 or 2,000 people watch it on Facebook and they share it, at least the message is getting out there. Instagram too has about over 10 million followers in Nigeria, users. The one I didn't used to do before, that based on research and I discover, is TikTok. TikTok is next to Facebook in Nigeria, has about 37.5 million users. Big deal. That's why now we are also on TikTok. So that at least when you scroll your feeds, and also the program, we also put excerpts of it on Twitter. You get. So at least when you scroll your feeds, you'll be able to at least catch a glimpse of this messaging. And it's going to change one life at a time. It's been changing lives here and there. And that's why we are doing it. So we are using multiple platforms. We are using radio. We are using all socials. One of the days, I need to take a picture of what we do at the background here for you. Because we need to save life. That's the injunction of God. I've been doing this life-lifting programs for over 10 years on radio in Lagos. The essence is to be able to capture lives. So that's how you see vestiges of a failing nation. A nation where fathers start to sleep with their own children. What are the solutions? Sensitization. Sensitization. What are the solutions? Sensitization. We must be able to tell our girls that you are there to do well. Do well in school, look for opportunities and grow them. We must also tell them that who says you can't be even bigger and richer than your sugar daddy? Who says? So we must give role models to people. There are role models like Omatek, the woman that used to make computer in this country. She's passed now. I think Seriki was her name. Female role models. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, my very good friend and sister. So proud of her. She didn't have to do any kurukere. Her intellectual pursuit, writing, made her a sought after today. I can speak for Chimamanda because Chimamanda is not only my friend, I consider her my sister. Whatever life a sugar daddy is giving you, it can't give you global esteem. It is your giftings and intellectual pursuits that can give you global esteem. Today, Chimamanda, when she launched her book, she had a world tour. In Brazil, people lined up. She had a tour in Lagos, Enugu, and Abuja, packed out hall, to come and listen to intellectual conversation. That's a woman, a writer, globally sought after. There is no country in the world Chimamanda knocks the door that will not be open unto her. There's no country. Intellectual pursuits. Intellectual pursuits. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. So the truth is, this life of just looking for money, it is when you look for the money and you find the money through hook or crook that you will know that there is more to life than money. There are many people call money misroad. Life is not all about money. There is more to life than what? Than money. So the question is, when are you going to introspect? Then we need to support girl child education. What am I doing? I organize a debate every year. Most of the winners of the debates I organize in my village are girls. Then we also give them scholarship scheme and we give them financial wherewithal. There are many girls I'm paying their tuition fee in school. That's why I say I'm a father unto many. We need to support them. We need to get more women role models. And also, this message is not only for women, no. There are a lot of men too that have been caught in the quagmire, that have become sugar boys to sugar mummies. You cannot get on in life if you don't do what is right. So these are vestiges of a failing society. Also, we need to bring lecturers to book that all they think about is their daughter's carnal parts or having carnal knowledge of their daughter. Just imagine, Mr. Lecturer, if somebody does the same thing to your daughter, would you take it? You see some shameless men, they will tell you, I have my spec. Fresh. What? Your daughter that you're supposed to groom. You're happy. You're saying fresh. Thunder. Sefini laba. Labakete. Thunder. In damnation. So, we need to de-emphasize this lifestyle of excessive money. See, the reason why we celebrate money so much is a reflection of poverty. Do you know people are so scared to show off wealth in the West because they've built a society where people don't care. In fact, when they show off wealth too much, they look at you as unreal. Look at Rishi Sunak. When they were revealing that Rishi Sunak was rich while he was running for British Prime Minister, he felt very uncomfortable. Because being even very rich can be seen as a disadvantage to your prospects in that society. You must have a society that has a basic equitable structure of health, of infrastructure that balances society. Wealth should be seen as add-on, not the basis of our existence. If you are wealthy, yes, you're lucky. God daily loads us with benefit. But it should not be seen by the basis of society. We should remove in your songs, like, if you don't get money, hide your face. Why must you hide your face if you don't have money? It's not a crime to be poor. What is poverty? Poverty means not enough opportunities. I had a principal back in the days, Baba Gbem will always say, Omo mimowe okane. What it means is that my child is brilliant. He had the opportunity to be able to read. If he didn't have the opportunity to be able to read, he will not know book. So you are laughing at somebody that didn't have opportunity, that, oh, why can't they speak good English? You think if they had the opportunity just like you, they will not speak good English. What do I do all my life? For over 20 years now in media, all I've always done is to look for opportunities for people. Amplify opportunities. Because see, we are all a product of opportunity. Because this man is rich, not be saying I get brain pass. Now opportunity. If you give that opportunity to somebody else, it will go shine. So we must emphasize equitable distribution of opportunity over ill-gotten wealth. I laugh at some billionaires in this country because the money they made is because of the rent seeking from government. They know government concessions. Government makes billionaires every time through concessions. You think if people want to be corrupt in this country, you think I will not be a billionaire if I want to be corrupt? There are concessions everywhere. So how many people truly create value? Few. Even the value they create is government concessions. So when people brag, and I hear that a lot in Nigeria, when people brag and say you get money, reach me, it's a reflection of innate stupidity. If you have been made wealthy by the good of the land in Nigeria, what you should do and your priority in life should be democratization of opportunities. So rather than brag and say I'm richer than this person, think of and say, how can I democratize opportunities? Can I get an amen in the house? Can I get a big hallelujah? Please, if you are watching me across every platform, put your hands together for Jesus. Put your hands together for Jesus. I want to see the clap sign. A clap sign for Jesus, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So, truth has to be said. It is just a democratization of opportunity. And as a society, what should we do? We should be able to democratize opportunity. I remember when I talked about the Unical students, and Peter Obi did it. He went there, gave some money. He has not given the complete money. So for those that their own mindset is about criticism, no, the money Peter Obi gave is just to start. He has not given the complete money yet. We still need a lot of money to ensure that the 39 dentistry students do not lack. God sees my heart. If I lie, God judge me. Student from dentistry department, one of them called me middle of the night, told me that some of their students were planning on committing suicide. If that accreditation, that's why I started bringing the matter to the fore, and I spoke about it on television, spoke about it on radio, spoke about it on what is it called? On every platform. Please, the Unical students have not still gotten their complete money to be able to save their accreditation. Some of them have been in school since 2017. Out of the class of 39, they say the accreditation can only carry close to 10. It's not even up to 10. So please, I beg you, anywhere you are, we can still reach out to the Unical students. Obi has just done one part of it. He has not done it all. Let's still reach out to them. And let's see how we can solve problems rather than politicizing our lives. As the politicization of everything, has it made our lives better? In fact, Nigeria has retrogressed. Growing up in this country, we had pipe-borne water. Today, when have you drank water from your tap provided by governments? Where are the infrastructure? Where are the foods? Where are the facility? So, truth has to be said. We should stop deceiving ourselves. Our essence should be how to make our lives better. These are vestiges of a failing nation. I want to take calls this morning. A lot of calls have been coming in. 0818 099 1991. 0818 099 1991. 0818 099 1991. And if you want to call us up also, 0818 099 1991. And you can also call, I think there's also some challenges on that line. 0907 651 1008. All right. 0907 651 1008. Okay. Morning. Mama Gold from America. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
Bless you, my sister. How are you?
I'm fine. This is Mama Hector from.
I know. Go ahead.
I want to sincerely thank you for this topic this morning. Addressing the issue of the girl child. You see, it gives my heart what we have turned our girl child to become. And also to turn the younger boys to become. Because we have a society today where some women have pleasure of having sugar boys. The younger boys. Then we now have a society where they have made the girl child not to believe on her ability that God has deposited in her brain to become great. They've made the girl child to believe that her ability to make money lies in between her legs. Hence, they make the girl child to believe that when you meet a man today, you must have sex with him. Growing up, it is difficult to say you have a boyfriend. Growing up, it is a shame because you are growing up with parents that will tell you, remember the child of who you are. But today, that is not the story. And it is a shame to us parents. We fail woefully in our duty. We fail woefully in our duty. If we like, let us be G.O. that is you. If we like, let us be senator, let us be governor. But we have failed our children. The other day, I heard a story that breaks my heart. A young girl, according to the stories, there are only 2 children by their parents. She is 21, 22. And she had a younger brother, 18 years old. She went out, according to her, to go and have enjoyment, drink. And by the time she came back home, she was horny. And what did she do? She raped her younger brother. It didn't end there. Probably the young boy said, I'm going to tell Papa and Mama. And she ended up to end their brother's life. And she went to talk with her help of her friend. They went to talk.
Okay. I mean, I get your point, and I thank you so much. No, because we have to go. You spent 4 minutes. I need other callers too to also call in. You've spoken for
I
four
know, let me
minutes.
just round up.
Thank you.
This is
Yeah.
happening because we parents we have failed.
Thank you so much. I
And
will
if we
end it
don't
there.
change,
We'll end
if
it
we
there.
don't repent,
We'll end it there.
hello,
Thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you, my sister. Thank you so much for your insights as always. Hello, how are you? Hello.
Hello. Hey, good morning, Rufai.
Morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Dr. Ade. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
All right. Go ahead from Penn.
Yeah, so I actually sent a message last week when you was talking about healthcare challenges in Nigeria.
Hmm.
Uh, and yeah, I did send a voice note to you, but
Oh, where did you send it to? Where did you send it to?
I, I sent it on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. This WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll dig it out and I'll see if we can play back on it on the radio someday soon. I'll dig it out on WhatsApp.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Sounds good. But yeah, I just wanted to also put in a word of encouragement out there for you. Your hello.
I'm with you. I'm with you, my brother.
Yeah, so it's just your voice is way more than sound. It's a lot of connection, clarity, and influence. And just keep doing what you're doing. Speaking about the girl child today, I think our women need to be encouraged to strive for excellence. And to kind of segue into that same topic, the Nigerian soccer female team.
Yes.
They won a gold medal in soccer. So just sending out congratulations to them as well.
Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you. And the truth is, look at that team yesterday. Kudos to our Falcons. Look at Alozie. You know, Alozie is also a medical researcher. She does a lot of medical research in cancer, and she's also a footballer. That's the team. That's what girls can do. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Bless you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
God bless you too, sir. I'm calling from Lukoji.
Please speak up, sir.
I'm calling from Lukoji.
From where?
Lukoji.
Okay, look. Go ahead.
I really appreciate it, sir.
Bless you.
Yeah, like what you are saying. I really appreciate your lecture today. I really appreciate your lecture today. God bless you. More wisdom to you, sir.
Amen. Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, Rufai, I really want you. I really want you to keep on Sunday. Not only on Sunday, look. You have to come to VOP often. It's not on the
No, I'm here. I'm here. If you listen to the newspaper analysis, I'm here in the mornings. Every morning.
I know. With coming today.
Yeah, with the Kamajude.
Yeah. I love you. Mr. Rufai, I really appreciate it. I have a bit to say. Like what you said about girls. It also applies to men.
Yes.
It also applies to men.
Yeah.
Men are also molested when they are young and all that.
Yeah.
Someone like me now, I've been molested when I was young. And I'm going through that from until now. By my own sister. By my own sister. My own step sister. Yeah, so the world is going the way it is. The world is going the way it is. I don't mean if I have your own personal number, I have a lot of things to tell you. But I thank you for giving us privilege to talk to you today.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I got a lot of calls and messages. So sorry, the phone line sometimes act funny. Somebody's saying here, I don't join every Sunday because the schedule coincides with our time of service. I only join you if there's any reason, like today I couldn't go to church. God bless you. That's from Immaculata. A lot of messages coming in. Okay. Thank you guys so much for all your kind words and all your messages. Loads of messages coming in. Loads of messages coming in. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you all. Right, 0818-099-1991. That's the phone line too. you can call us. So with that number, you can call on WhatsApp only. But if you want to call terrestrial number, you're within the country or any part of the world anyway, 0907-651-1008. 0907-651-1008. Those are the phone lines to call us. And this series I'm preaching, please hope you're taking notes. And please, if you want to hear all the series again, just go to our YouTube page, VOP 90.3 FM. It's all the series. Just look out for every Sunday like this. It's called Vestiges of a Failing Nation. Or you can go to Facebook and record it and get a personal copy. All right? So just go there and record it. Go there and record it. Vestiges of a Failing Nation. Vestiges of a Failing Nation. 0818 099 1991. 0818 099 1991. Vestiges of a Failing Nation. And these are the numbers to call. Or 0907 651 1008. 0907 651 1008. And you see, the thing about all of this is, if we do not openly condemn all of these heinous acts by our leaders, we'll never have a society that will stand the test of time. The society will keep on disintegrating. Have you wondered why we said, oh, things were better 3 years ago than today? It's because we have a nation that is failing. Even if, when the government says, oh, the economy is stabilizing, you ask them, where are the facts? Economy is stabilizing, inflation is still well over 20%. Economy is stabilizing from over close to 2,000 GDP per capita. Now we have 1,000. Even with the rebasing, we had 800 before, but even with the rebasing now, it's 1,000. So how come the things decelerate so much? Because I remember the argument in 2016, 2017, as a 10 years time, the projection was if we grew at 7-8%, by now we should be doubling our GDP. By now, Nigeria should easily be a 1 trillion GDP. So, hello, how are you?
Hi, Rufai.
Morning, bless you, what's your name?
Morning. My name is Mara. I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Okay, go ahead.
Listening to your talk on the process of the Philip nation. Today's talk on the outside was really exciting.
Yeah.
I want to say it's really enlightening to know that this is like menace in our society, and your voice on this, your opinion on this has really kind of enlightened me to know that this is we need to do more with our girl side, and I want to lend my own voice to this, like you said about global impact. That there's no amount of money that will give people global impact, but how they use their internet. So just like a word of encouragement to our girls out there, that no matter what they are, because most people out there, they are led by peer pressure. Because some of them can have really good home training, but when you get to school and see what their friends are doing, they just want to leave that flashlight. And what you said to be that if you want to have global impact, you need to use your internet. And that was what got my attention.
Thank you.
I want to put my own voice out there to say, yeah, that people should think of using the internet more, send our females to help our society grow better. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I mean, very apt. I must have to say, very, very apt. Very apt. We just must look for how to be able to build our society. We just must look for how, to be able to encourage our girls and say, there's a whole lot more that can be done. And the truth is, if we don't do it, we don't get any better. That's why the society is the way it is today. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, Mr.
Morning, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Ijari.
What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Matthew. I'm calling from Ijari.
Good to have you, Marty from Vijay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's very good analysis. I listen to you when you are speaking. Let's say you are working from Monday to Saturday. To Sunday also, God will give you strength.
Amen.
I love you so much. I wish if I can see you live, honestly. I wish if I can see you live and direct, honestly. I heard what you are saying about the girls of nowadays. My brother, you are 100% sure. What is going on in this country is somebody beyond control. If you are driving in the night, you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you are driving at night, okay, let me just say from Keja to Allen Junction, from Allen Junction to Ojota, my brother, you will see that this country has those containers.
Mm-hmm.
And what causes is because of the situation of the country.
Yeah.
I meet one young lady. I saw the lady. I call her and said, come, what are you doing here by this time of the night? She didn't answer me. I call her again. Just talk to me. I am just like your father. Talk to me. She told me that I'm behind because of the help. And she don't have help in the school. She's the one that's taking care of herself. I shared yes. I said, okay, now, can you listen to me? She said, yes. I said, okay. Where do you live? She said that she's from school. I asked her, what name of the school? She said, that's okay. And we do it because of God. If you continue staying here, you are risking your life. Or your check is 5,000 naira. From what you have said back to school. Go be God. Stop doing this.
Mm.
You don't think of your life and you don't think of your family.
Mm.
A young individual, are you going to build upstairs? Are you going to build mansion? What are you doing? Okay, even though you have money, what are you doing? If you know doing some buy phone, make up yourself, and you don't think of what will happen in future. I never want to drive away. I don't know whether she go back. But I just did it because I have a daughter like that. My brother, God bless you. Thank you very much.
It is well.
Morning. I listen to you with this guy work at the VOP.
Jude. Yeah.
I listen to your analysis. Before any other thing, that guy will first of all have your analysis before coming to what did he call it? A barrister. I'm not sure and all that.
Bless you.
I have to listen to your own first before any other one.
Bless you. Bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we've thrown this out there. How do we continue this movement of good? We need to build more platforms. And my life work is to be able to amplify prospects and amplify platforms. So across social media platform, on VOP, and many other platforms that I'll help build. Because I'm going to build more platforms. Because as many people will hear this message, their lives can be turned around. And I know it's positive and it's well what we're doing because I've seen the impacts. Trust me, I've been doing this over 10 years. I've spoken to thousands of people on the radio. I've counseled thousands of people and millions of people have heard my voice. I get stopped on the road, in the airport, anywhere. And they say, Rufai, thank you so much for what you do. The other day I was traveling, somebody stopped me and said, Rufai, yeah, I know you're not popular on the rise, but we knew you from your Inspiration FM days. Thank you for what you did there. It impacted our lives. Then up to VOP now, and we'll still build more platforms. Because, see, those that do evil are looking for platforms. Have you ever wondered why almost every top politician has a media house in their states? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? There is no top politician in Nigeria today that is not tied to one media house or the other in their state. You know why? because media is influence, it's control. And it is that media platform they use to sell themselves to people. Have you ever wondered why they pay for airtime to appear on television when they are doing events and all of that, and they talk? Because they need the media to amplify themselves. Even if it's a message of hatred they amplify, at least the media helps them do that. But my life goal, and that's why when we set up VOP, I was so excited. And across all my social media platforms, and to many more media platforms I will be helping to set up. My life goal is to get a lot of goodness across media. Because, see, the media is a battlefield of the mind. Where do slave mamas recruit new people? Social media. So let us populate that media too with good. That's why I came on social media. I'm on traditional, but I'm not going to be there alone. I'm going to be on social. And the best you can do is to share this message. So it's a media war for the mind of the people to do good. And that's why I'm in media. And that's why God gave me this unction. Many years ago, God gave me the unction to start a ministry. But I didn't get it. In fact, the word was, go start a household of mercy ministry. My idea then was, probably I thought I was going to go start a church or something. No. But he has woven my life in such a way that I run the biggest church on radio on Sundays for the past over 10 years. So I'm still living his dream. But the difference is, I am not in the four walls of a church. Not everybody will be in the four walls of a church. But what is the church for? To preach the gospel, the good news, to help people. What do we preach here? Redemption, good news. So it's a church on radio, whatever you want to call it, in the real sense of it. But for me, I even say it's even beyond the church on radio. It's a convergence of goodness. And that's what characterizes my ethos and my work when we do political analysis, in fairness and in truth, when we do this on the platform. So I am being this apostle in this marketplace of media. All I just need is as many more media outlets that will connect, will be able to amplify good works and do good in society. I don't say I'm perfect, because true perfection is to God alone. But as long as I have every air in my lungs, for me, it's to be able to use the media to be able to win the hearts of people. And that's why we're broadcasting to over 400,000 followers. I've got on Facebook, to over 6,000 or 7,000 followers we got on, TikTok, because I just started TikTok, to over 520,000 followers we've got on Instagram. I would also put it to over 1.1 million followers. In fact, it's 1,153,000 people I've got on Twitter. And we'll amplify this message of grace, and we'll put the broadcast out there because we want to affect lives. And it's a tall order we have. God bless you as you go this week. God's face and favor will be upon your life. His mercy will be upon your life, and it will help you. And congratulations once again to our Falcons. They made us proud. La Decima is no joke. 10 out of 10. And the girls have won this 10 times. And it's just so admirable. God bless you all. That's our show for you today. Bless you.
From the views on the streets,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, A new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people. Or is this? Oh yeah, this is VOP 90.3.
Okay, I'll be doing some series of analysis where we use facts to look at arguments. And there are a couple of arguments that we will look at. The first argument is the analysis about the argument that some make that only Atiku Abubakar can go up against the top candidates of the APC. And I look and say, okay, what are the facts of that argument? It was an argument that was made in 2007 at first, owing to the fact that Atiku Abubakar was former vice president and he was just leaving the vice presidential position to run in an election, and because the way he was unfairly treated by Olusegun Obasanjo, a lot of people felt the vote will sway in his favor. But by the time the numbers came in for that elections, we all know the results. It was about 24 million. Now mark these numbers. Since 2023 elections, or since 1999 elections, the PDP had always hovered between 18 to 24 million votes. In 2023 election, Obasanjo got 24 million votes. Buhari had his 12 million votes. And in 2007, Atiku Abubakar did not make the inroads that was expected. In fact, what happened was the fact that Buhari had 6 million votes, and hence his complaints and saying that, he was outdone in that election. And after that, after the 2007 elections, even Umar Musa Yar'Adua affirmed that the elections that brought him to power, were filled with a lot of irregularities. Hence, he set up the Ways Commission. So now stretch the analysis a little bit further, that after all of this, the same argument again was made in 2019 that Atiku was probably the only person that can beat President Muhammadu Buhari. But he didn't beat President Muhammadu Buhari in 2019. The same argument was made in the last election, 2023. In fact, he said it was the best time for him to be able to beat President Muhammadu Buhari. I mean, President Tinubu, the incumbent president in 2023, said, Atiku was the only one that beat. And in fact, this was what split his party down the line, because a lot of people felt, this was the same arguments that was made in 2019. And now you are making this argument again when a lot of people think power should normally go to the southern part of the country. Now, what arguments is this? So people felt very disgruntled. In fact, the Atiku camp also now made the argument that let's look at it and let's analyze it, that the North has been cheated in all of this, that Jonathan had used some of the term that was supposed to belong to the North. So the argument went back and forth. But they couldn't still beat President Tinubu. So the argument that is now made by people like some likes of Kenneth Okonkwo, that you need somebody from an opposing region to be able to stimulate the North to come out and vote en masse against a southern candidate, is the valid argument. I do not subscribe to that argument, and I'll tell you why. In 2019 elections, you had two top candidates from the North, and Atiku went at him. It didn't still split the Buhari votes in the North. Buhari still got his normal vote threshold, and I'm going to be doing a series soon on that 12 million votes, Buhari, 12 million votes. It didn't still split the vote threshold in the North for Buhari, and he still got his 15 million votes at which he won the election in 2019. 15, and he got that a little over 15 million votes in 2019 also. So the argument that, oh, if the North sees a clear North and South candidate, they will go after the North. But as he also factored in the fact that you cannot win elections with the North alone, wouldn't the Southerners also feel disgruntled that, oh, it's supposed to be time for a Southern presidency now, and yes, we are tilting towards the North? All these arguments, I don't believe that we should do regional thing in terms of president. We should do competence. But the way the Nigeria is today, that's why I'm making all this analysis. So for the people that are making the arguments of Atiku is the only person that can challenge any incumbent to win. He had even one of the brightest charts in the last election, but he didn't sail through. Even President Tinubu did beat him in the North. He got more votes in the North than Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So we thought that, oh, he was supposed to be able to win the North convincingly, but we didn't see all of that. Another thing I want to talk about now in this analysis is the myth of these 12 million Buhari votes. Hope we know that when we had that 12 million Buhari votes in the North, we have not had electoral reforms. I mean, those were the days where the PDP used to easily get 24 million votes, except for 2015 elections. That Goodluck Jonathan got less than, the 24 million vote threshold. He got about 12 million votes. The question we want to ask is, if we had signed the electoral reforms law into being leading up to the 2019 elections, are we still going to have that Buhari 12 million vote bank? Because that 12 million vote bank, anyway, Buhari claims that, yes, there's a lot of rigging, and in all fairness, Yar'Adua has also claimed that. But the 12 million vote bank reduced to 6 million vote bank in 2007. And even speaking of the 12 million vote bank, is it not the same election that we used to get over 1 million votes, or used to get millions of votes out of Kano? In the last election, that was the very first time we used the beavers. What did we get out of Kano? The eventual winner of Kano didn't win with over 1 million votes in the last election. So, and a lot of people have also made allegations of underage voting. In fact, in 2015, it's just because President Jonathan quickly conceded. There have been challenges made against the results that were declared in Kano. And also, the APC made challenges against the results that were declared in Rivers. With this new dispensation of beavers, when you have a proper accreditation system, we have seen all of those humongous numbers of votes go down. So, the days of the 12 million votes, where are those days? And if we had electoral reform and proper accountability system, where are we going to have those votes? Also, people will argue with me and say, Rufai, no, what are you saying? At least in 2 to 3 election cycles, 2003, 2015, and 2019, President Buhari had those 12 million votes. But with the new beaver system, can that 12 million votes still be tenable to date? And when you now analyze with the last election cycle, that the Southerner could even get more votes than Atiku Abubakar at the North. So the question is, where is that 12 million votes? It's gone. Did anybody even win elections in the last election with 12 million votes in the first place? Nobody got up to that threshold. Even President Tinubu said even got up to 10 million votes. So these are things we are analyzing with empirical facts. And I want you to be able to make your deductive reasoning from all of these arguments we have laid down.
From the views on the streets
We go to bed empty hunger.
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's law.